मोक्षा कामस्तपःसमचरं भगवत्प्रपन्ना साक्षी स्ववासमरविन्दवनं विहाय यत्पादसौभगमलं भजते नुरक्ता तस्याहमब्जकुलिशाङ्कुशकेतुकेते श्रीमत्पदेर्भगवतः समङ्गलङ्कृताङ्गी त्रिअत्यरोच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिम् लोकान् समां विसजत् उत्समयातु तदन्ते ब्रह्मादयो भौतिकं यदपाङ्गमोक्ष कामस्तपः समचरं भगवत्प्रपन्ना सा श्रीस्ववासमरविन्दवनं विहाय यत्पादसौभगमलं भजते नुरक्ता तस्याहमब्जकुलिशङ्कुशकेतुकेतये श्रीमत्पदैर्भगवतः समलकृताङ्गी त्रिअत्यरोच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिम् लोकान् समां विषयच् उत्समातिं तदन्ते ब्रह्माद्यो भौतिकं यदपङ्गमोक्ष कामस्तपः समचरन् भगवत्प्रपन्ना सा श्रीस्ववासनम् अरविन्दवनं विहाय यत्पादसौभगमलं भजते नुरक्ता तस्याहमब्जकुलिशङ्कुशकेतुकेतये श्रीमत्पदैर्भगवतः समग्रकृताङ्गी त्रिअत्यरोच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिम् लोकान् समां विषयच् उत्समयातिं तदन्ते. Online on Zoom.
Brahmadayod bahutitam yadapangamoksha kamastapa samacharan bhagavat kripana sa shri swavasam arvindavanam vihaya yatpada saubhagam alam vajite nirokta.
Anyone else?
Second one. तस्याहम अबकुली शंकुशकेतुकेतये श्रीमत्पदे भगवताः समालंकृतांगी त्रिन अत्यात्रोच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिम् लोकान् समं व्यसजत् उत्स्मात् यतिं तत् अन्ते
ब्रह्मादयो
हम अवकुलिशा कुशकेतुकैते श्रीमत्पदैर्भगवतः समलङ्कृताङ्गी त्रिनत्यरोच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिम् लोकान् समां वयसृजदुत्यस्मतिं तदन्ते
ब्रह्मादभूतितं यत् पाङ्गमोक्षा कामस्तपासमचर्न भगवति प्रपन्ना चारित्रसस्य अरविन्दवनं विहाय यत्पङ्गसौभयमलं भजते नुरक्तता तस्याहं बद्ध कुलसङ्कुशकेतुकेतः कीर्तिः श्रीमत्पदे भगवतः समाकलिङ्कृताङ्गी अत्रोच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिम् लोकान् समाव्रसचत् उत्तस्मायतं तदन्ते. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Word for word translation. Brahma Adyaha, demigods such as Brahma, Bahutitham, for many days, Yat of Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, Apanga Moksha, glance of grace, Kamaha, being desirous of, Tapaha, penances, Samacharan, executing, Bhagavad, unto the personality of Godhead, Prapannaha, surrendered, Sa, she, the goddess of fortune, Shri, Lakshmi ji, Swavasam, her own abode, Aravindavanam, the forest of lotus flowers, Vihaya, living aside, Yat, whose, Pad, feet, Saubhagam, all blissful, Alam, without hesitation, Bhajate, worships, Anurakta, being attached, Tasya, his, Aham, myself, Abja, lotus flowers, Kulisha, thunderbolt, Angusha, rod of driving elephants, Ketu, flag, Kete, impressions, Shrimad, the owner of all opulence, Pade, by the soles of the feet, Bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead, Samalankrita Angi, one whose body is so decorated, three, Ati, superseding, Aroche, beautifully decorated, Upalabhya, having obtained, Tataha, thereafter, Vibhutim, specific powers, Lokan, planetary systems, Saha, he, Ma, me, Vyasrichat, give up, Utsamayatim, while feeling proud, Tatante, at the end. Translation: Lakshmi ji, the goddess of fortune, whose glance of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma, and for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality of Godhead, gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flowers and engaged herself in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. I was endowed with specific powers to supersede the fortune of all the planetary systems by being decorated with the impressions of the flag, thunderbolt, elephant driving rod, and lotus flower, which are signs of lotus feet of the Lord. But at the end, when I felt I was so fortunate, the Lord left me. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The beauty and opulence of the world can be enhanced by the grace of the Lord and not by any man-made planning. When the Lord Shri Krishna was present on this earth, the impressions of the special signs of his lotus feet were stamped on the dust, and as a result of this specific grace, the whole earth was made as perfect as possible. In other words, the rivers, the seas, the forest, the hills, and the mines, which are the supplying agents of the necessities of men and animals, were fully discharging their respective duties. Therefore, the riches of the world surpassed all the riches of all the planets in the three planetary systems of the universe. One should therefore ask that the grace of the Lord always be present on earth so that we may be favored by his causeless mercy and be happy, having all necessities of life. One may ask how we can detain the Supreme Lord on this earth after his mission is fulfilled and he has left this earth for his own abode. The answer is that there is no need to detain the Lord. The Lord, being omnipresent, can be present with us if we want him at all. By his omnipresence, he can always be. The Lord, being omnipresent, he can be present with us if we want him at all. By his omnipresence, he can always be with us if we are attached to his devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, etc. There is nothing in the world with which the Lord is disconnected. The only thing we must learn is to excavate the source of connection and thus be linked with Him by offenseless service. We can be connected with Him by the transcendental sound representation of the Lord. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord Himself are identical, and one who chants the holy name of the Lord is in an offenseless manner can at once realize that the Lord is present before him. Even by the vibration of radio sound, we can partially realize sound relativity. And by resounding the sound of transcendence, we can verily feel the presence of the Lord. In this age, when everything is polluted by the contamination of Kali, it is instructed in the scriptures and preached by Lord Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that by chanting the holy names of the Lord, we can at once be free from contamination and gradually rise to the status of transcendence and go back to Godhead. The offenseless chanter of the holy name of the Lord is as auspicious as the Lord Himself, and the movement of the pure devotees of the Lord all over the world can at once change the troublesome pace of the world. Only by the propagation of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord can be immune from all effects of the age of Kali. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrachata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandubhyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminate Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama